Hey YouTube, this is Kiana here, and this is my first official video. I've been wanting to do this video for so long right now. Anybody who likes anime, anybody who plays video games, more anime, um, I realized they all want to go to Japan because Japan is like the fucking anime heaven. Like that's where it all started. So I went to Japan video for that. So anyway, I did a short video of my time, my first time in Japan that I will show you at the end of this video. It's a little cute video, so please don't roast me too much because I worked hard for that video. Alright, but first we met at the airport, at Narita Airport, and the first thing that happened, right off the fucking plane, we got interviewed by this TV show camera people. Why did you come to Japan? They're like, I'm from America and my friend's from Turkey, and he's like, oh, how do you know each other? And we told them our story. So, yeah, we got interviewed. Then we went to our hotel room, which is smaller than I thought it was, and she had a friend who she was meeting there. She actually had two friends who she was meeting there. They both live there. One is Japanese American, and we're gonna call her Lindsay. And then we had another. She had another friend who's straight Japanese. And we're gonna call him. Oh no, let me think of a Jap. We're gonna call him Miso, like miso soup. Okay, Miso. So she had two friends that she was gonna meet there, Miso and Lindsay. I didn't know anybody except for her. So we went to our room and we wound up meeting. Did we meet him that day? No, we wound up going to her room and she slept because she had jet lag. I didn't. Next day, we wound up meeting with Miso. And he met us at the room. And Miso was so fucking sweet, I tell you. He paid. We hung out with him for like fucking 3 or 4 days. And we were only there for 10 days. And excuse the dog, but we only was there for 10 days and he paid for everything, and that was it. And it was actually really helpful. We met Lindsay for one day for a few hours and we ate, and she showed us places that we can drink unlimited, because I heard about the bands. We could buy bands and you could drink unlimited for a certain amount of hours. My first day actually out, I got drunk and at 7 o'clock I was fucking drunk. I was fucking drunk at 7 o'clock. Like belligerent drunk. Like falling asleep outside at the but 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So then we went to the club. The first time we went to the club, Miso took us to the club. He don't know much about clubbing, but he decided to be a good host and show us a club. We wound up going to this club. I think it's called T9, and it was like techno. We were like the only foreigners there besides two other ones who was like in the military, and it was like a whole bunch of techno. And they had a pole dancer, and they had like these girls that was just like up there like pretty much half naked, whatever. And it was just techno music, boots, boots. And I'm like, I don't mind dancing to techno music. I don't mind techno. I listen to all types of music, but boots, 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 boots. I don't like to do that too much. Like, I want to actually move a little bit more. I don't want to just be jumping all fucking day. Like, I came here to fucking dance, not jump. Jumping is not dancing, not to me. Like, sometimes I want to move a little bit more. I can't do the twerking thing. Don't get twisted. I ain't doing no twerking. But I want to do more than just jumping with my hands in the air. Like, I just don't care. No. We wound up doing that. And after a while, we wind up going out on our own. And we pretty much stayed a lot in Shibuya. We wind up meeting this guy named Daichan. Now, I call him Daichan. I'm not going to tell you his real name, obviously, but I call him Daichan. But we met up with Daichan, and mind you, I'm not a skinny chick. I am not skinny whatsoever. I am busty. I am thick. I have a little bit of a belly, and in Japan, chicks are freaking bony. Like, they're skinny. So I did feel a little bit out of place, even a little bit insecure, which I'm not usually insecure. But when I first met Daichan, he approached us and, are you guys tourists? And we're like, yeah, we're tourists. And he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, thanks. And he's like, wait, like, where's the clubs? And he was like, oh, I could take you to clubs. He's like, do you want to follow me? We're like, yeah. So, and then he's like, oh, by the way, and he faced me. He's like, I think you're very beautiful. And I was like, oh, thank you. And so he took us to the club. And one club he took us to was free, played hip hop. My friend didn't want to go there. She said, you know, it was too crowded. You know, he took us somewhere else. Now, he took us to this club called Adam. And it was freaking, it was awesome. But when we was walking there, my friend, I'm going to call her uh, Hannah. My friend Hannah from Turkey, we was walking, and at first she was like a little skeptical, and so she was a little nervous. And of course, like, because we kind of went like kind of off like where most of the tourists were at. So, but I didn't get any bad vibes. We keep going. We went into Club Adam, which was 3 floors, again, and pretty much we got in there for free because when we walk in, they check your bags, we leave shit in our lockers, we go to an elevator, we go upstairs, we pay there, give them 1,000 yen, they give us 2 500 yen tickets for drinks, and then we get a fucking ice cream coupon. Men, they don't get shit. So that's how it goes. Sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. Like, it sucks. It's awesome being a girl sometimes when it comes to the club, especially. As soon as you walk in, it's more techno kind of music. Techno. And, you know, since we just came from the techno club the day before, we decided to skip that floor. So we go downstairs, and at the time, downstairs was like a mixture of like all types of music, and upstairs was hip hop. So what we did was we stayed downstairs and we were just chilling. It was still early because nobody like people was there, but when in the early time nobody really danced because the trains stopped running at like 11, 12 o'clock. That's when people really go to the clubs and, you know, they party until the trains start running again or whatever. So, you know, we had to chill for a little bit until whenever. So we go downstairs, we chill, we drink. Their vodka and cranberry is watered down like shit. So I wound up getting a kamikaze, which was fucking good. It was amazing. It wasn't watered down. It tastes like I was actually drinking. So we stayed there, we went upstairs, we met some people. People was like, oh, is that dreads? And I tried to explain to them, like, well, they're not dreads yet, they're still twisties, but I'm working on it. But they didn't understand that, so I said, yes, they're dreads. So, yeah, it was interesting. The clubs are interesting because in the daytime, everybody's kind of shy, and at night, you start seeing that they're a little bit more outgoing. And I didn't talk to people. I have what you call the resting bitch face. So I know I probably intimidated a lot of people. So I didn't get approached too often. Actually, I did get approached by a girl. She was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I saw you earlier and I think you're beautiful. And I'm like, oh, thank you. She's like, I want to be your friend. And I was like, yeah. My dumb ass forgot to exchange Facebook because I would have loved to see her my second time. She was so cool. She was so nice. So anyway, yeah, we pretty much stayed in Shibuya most of the time. We went to Akihabara once because I wanted to get some souvenirs, and apparently that was the best place to get souvenirs. And we went bowling. We went to a couple of those little fun houses. One was haunted and one was just a regular samurai fun house. You had like little puzzles and shit, and like a room that was slanted. That was just slanted, but yeah, it felt so hard to walk in that room. It was actually pretty cool. We went to Shibamata, which is a little bit. That's the most sightseeing we fucking did. I'm gonna show you my little clip of my first time in Japan. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment box below. If you like my video, feel free to subscribe.